So what's going on, you guys? It's me back at again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the unused Predacons for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, for those of you like myself, remember that when watching Rise of the Beast, the only Predacons we saw were the Scorponok's. A lot of them. And some might think that, oh, maybe they're just part of the Terrorcon army. But no, not really, because the toys and Hasbro, they see them as Predacons. If you have the DVD for Rise of the Beast, it also says that the Terrorcon army are all apparently Predacons, which is weird, but I mean, okay. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. So now we got official confirmation of some concept art that we were supposed to have actual Beast Wars Predacons. Two things to keep in mind is that, one, these are very rough drafts, so even if the Predacons were in the movie, like the ones we see here, they're probably not going to look that close to how we see them in the rough drafts. Another thing to keep in mind is that these are probably not the only Predacons we were going to see in the movie. We were probably going to see more. And yeah, we'll probably see more concept art as the days roll out, so yeah, just something to keep in mind. Anyways, taking a look at the first Predacon here, we got one of my personal favorites, Waspinator. And yeah, even though this is a rough draft, if he were in the movie and he was going to look like this, I would have absolutely loved this design. This looks so cool. Like, this is a very uncanny Waspinator. Like, we know Waspinator as the very goofy comic relief character, but this Waspinator is just straight up creepy. Like, he has 4 arms, apparently, has those chicken legs, and his face definitely doesn't look like the comedy type. If he were to be a Studio Series figure, he'd probably be somewhere around the deluxe class, I think. But yeah, having a figure of this would have been really, really cool. Even seeing this design in the movie would have also been really, really cool. Would have been cooler. But yeah, for Waspinator, I think this sort of slender-like design for the wasp mode he turns into and all that, it kind of makes sense, I think. Yeah, if Waspinator had this design in the movie, I would probably go nuts. And yeah, overall, this design, I would probably rate it a 9 out of 10. And now taking a look at our next Predacon, we have the Predacon Spitter, or Spitter, I don't know. When I first heard and saw the design for this character, I'm like, who the heck is Spitter? Because I've never heard of that character, actually. And when I found out he turns into a frog, I was like, huh? Because I don't know about you, but I don't really see frogs as that threatening, unless it's like a toxic frog or whatever, then okay, fine. But regular frogs, they're not threatening at all, actually. But yeah, I could be wrong, but I believe Spitter was a toy-exclusive Predacon. But anyways, take a look at this actual design. It actually is pretty interesting. I do like this. Much like Waspinator, it's a very interesting and cool design. Like, I can see how the head of the frog kind of splits into 2 and becomes part of his chest, and how the hands and feet become the legs in the frog mode. But yeah, and that head design, man, I don't know, it's creepy. That is creepy. If I was 10 years old and I saw that, I would be crying. But yeah, still very interesting design for a character I knew nothing about until now. We actually have 2 concepts for what Spitter would have looked like if he was in the movie. And not gonna lie, I do like this second work a bit better. It just looks more detailed and it looks a lot more slimmer. Like, you can just see how spiky the hands are, and like you can see the abdomen sections. Very, very cool. And good grief, that chest is terrifying. You can just see the eyes of the frog mode. And just like what I think the head of the frog mode is yeah, that's just terrifying. I don't like that. I think these Predacon designs would have fit the aesthetic of like that horror element of Rise of the Beasts. It would have really fit, I think. But yeah, in terms of the first Spitter design, I'd probably rate it a 7 out of 10. And looking at this Spitter design, I like it a lot more, so I'm gonna rate it an 8.5. Actually, no, an 8 out of 10. And taking a look at another one of my personal favorite Predacons, we have the Predacon Ramhorn, who turns into a beetle. And yeah, this design is really, really cool. I really love this design. I love, again, the slenderness of this design. And yeah, honestly, these designs really remind me of the Terrorcon army that we saw in the movie. Yeah, you can definitely tell this guy turns into a beetle of some sort. Yeah, it's just... yeah, I love this design. That head sculpt or that head design is absolutely terrifying. But yeah, I just love like how the hands look too. It just, yeah, I don't know. I really like this design. It's really, really cool. Like, I find these Predacons more terrifying than the Terrorcons in the movie. But yeah, that's Ramhorn. I think he looks amazing. I'm gonna give this design a 9 out of 10. Taking a look at the last Predacon for today, we have the Predacon Rampage. Character much like Spidor and Ramhorn was a character I was not expecting to be considered for the movie at all. And yeah, seeing this guy in the movie would have been so cool. He could have been just this giant tank of a character, and like, yeah, it would have been awesome. Now this character surprisingly looks more faithful to the Rampage design than some of the other Predacons. Like the other Predacons, they had some elements from the original Beast Wars characters, but they also did their own thing. This one's kind of just like a straight up live action version of Rampage from Beast Wars. I'm not complaining or anything because this design looks killer. Now, believe it or not, Rampage was actually considered to be in a scene for Rise of the Beast. Now, to all you Rampage enthusiasts out there, I'm so sorry, but he was going to be in a scene where he's just dead. In the Maximal Cave scene, where Noah and Elena have to retrieve the second half of the Transwarp Key. And apparently it was going to be a jump scare too. Now, as cool as it would have been to see Rampage at least just once in Rise of the Beast in a scene, he was unfortunately cut out, and probably for the better, because who knows, maybe they're saving Rampage for another movie where he isn't dead and he's an actual character. I think that would be much more better. I'm hoping we also see those previously looked at Predacons for the next future movies. That would also be nice too. Also, I'm going to rate Rampage's design an 8 out of 10. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for this video. Overall, I think Transformers Rise of the Beast did rob us, but for a good reason. Because yeah, the movie was already dealing with pretty much 3 factions, the Autobots, Maximals, and the Terrorcons. And the Terrorcons were the main villains. And yeah, it wouldn't really make sense to have 2 big baddies overshadowing each other in a way. And yeah, I think it would probably be best to not have Predacons in this movie. So hopefully in the next one, we'll get Predacons. That would be sick. I'm also hoping for more concept art to be dropped of potentially more Predacons. Like, could you imagine what a Beast Wars like terrorsaur or Beast Megatron would look like? I would really love to see what that design would have looked like. I think it would have been awesome. That is going to do it for me for this video. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Do you like these designs? Do you not like them? Do you think they should have been in the movie? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And that's going to do it for me for this video. So as always, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.